So I will be an instructor for these 3 classes. Please, whenever you feel you don't understand anything, please, you can kindly hold me and ask your question, okay? Can you all hear me? And can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
All right, thank you very much. So welcome once again to cohort 4, CapacityBay cohort 4. So today is we'll be walking through computer appreciation, and we'll be talking about the introduction to computer appreciation. Okay, so let's begin. Now, one thing I want you to know is for you to begin with anything computer, you must know how the system works. Okay, so this is a journey we will embark on how we can explore this computer and its fundamentals. Okay, so in this modern age, we need to know what these computers are all about. So understanding the basis of this computer in this modern age is crucial, right? For you to undertake any computing course, because what we are about embarking is all about computing. You don't know how to navigate through the computer and know how to use it, then all your effort of embarking on the forthcoming course will be just dashed to the ground. So that's why we are here. So computer appreciation is a course that is being designed to let you know the basic concept, the operations, and applications of computer, right? So this course will help every one of us here understand how the computer system works and how to use them. Okay, so we'll be talking about so many things, and also we'll be seeing them live. I know every one of us, we have computer system, right? So we're talking about the difference between the hardware system, the software system, the applications, and different type of computer. So as I said earlier, wherever you don't understand, please you can hold or raise your hand and ask questions. Okay? And please, the materials being sent by our lead software engineer, lead Emmanuel, please, I urge every one of us to go over it on how to use Zoom application professionally, right? So we should as well go to it's on the group, please. Okay, now, before we start, what is a computer? What is a computer? You know, in a layman language, what is a computer? Now, some people will say it's a machine. Of course, it's a machine, right? It's an electronics. Of course, it's an electronics. It's a device that is used to turn information or data, right? Data. Mark that word, data, because we are working with data. Everything is data. So it's used to manipulate or turn information or data to your own preference, to what you want, right? That is what they use this electronics device to do. Use it to manipulate data. For instance, now, your phone, you want to send like the WhatsApp message. Whatever you input, that's what it sends. That is manipulation, manipulating data. You can use it for calculation, you can use your phone for calculation, you can use it to browse, to do whatsoever thing, snap pictures, arrange your pictures, send your pictures to your loved ones, go to Facebook. So these are all data you're manipulating using your computing system, your computer system. It's not just your laptop or your desktop. There are so many types of computers, right? So we'll get to that point as we proceed. So now it has the ability also to save your information, right? Save your information whenever you need it, you retrieve it. That is beautiful, right? Whenever you need it, you retrieve it, save it, you organize your file, you manage your files, you save them, right? You name them folder by folder. Don't worry, we'll get to that point, okay? You organize them perfectly. So it's very, very beautiful. Makes things easy for every one of us, right? So you may already know that you can as well use a computer to type document, like the way we chat online, chat on WhatsApp, chat on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You type document. We have the word processing where you have a very large sum of documents you need to type. For those of us in school, you type your project. You don't know how to type your project, or you don't know how to type it fast, you take it to a business center. They typed it with the help of this computing system. So computer helps you to type your documents, send email, then play games. For those of us that love to play games, right? For me, I love to play games, so good games like snooker game. I don't know how to play football game, please. I know some of us love to play football games. I love snooker games and any kind of other games, right? You can use your computer to play games. You can use your computer to browse the web. You can also use it to edit or create spreadsheets, like uh, use your Excel or your Google sheet to create spreadsheets. Uh, by you creating those spreadsheets, you can derive some insight for decision making in your organization or your company, right? So it's very, very beautiful you know all this knowledge. In terms of the spreadsheet, if you have a business, for example, in the market, or you have a small shop, you can organize your sales. Your sales, okay, in advance, they call it sales funnel, right? Whatever you're selling, you can arrange them in a spreadsheet, right? So you know what is getting finished in the shop because you have arranged them already. You know what is getting finished in the stock and in the shop, your stock, right? It keeps your stock. You know what to buy. You know what is you need, the profit you are making, the capital, everything. You arrange them perfectly uh, with a computer, right? Using a spreadsheet. So this is just beautiful. For those of us that love how to love videos, we can as well use this computing system to watch our videos. Can as well even use it to create videos. So you see, these things makes life very, very simple and easy for every one of us. Okay, so let's begin now. Know what computer is. Now, if I may ask a question, right? What is a computer? Can anybody help us? Just put it in your own language. What is a computer now? I'm asking the class. Anyone? Just put it in your own language, right? Just put it, just describe it. Anyhow you understand it, just describe it, please. Anyone? Please, oh, I want this class to be very, very interactive. Okay? Nobody is fighting anyone. Wonderful. I'm seeing so many hands now. Okay, Lucky, go ahead. Yeah, Lucky, please, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you
Yeah.
now. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
A computer is an electronic device that
Yes.
receives input from a user, manipulates and process that input to give
Wow.
a desired output.
Thank you very much. That is beautiful. Thank you. All right. We've heard from Lucky. Okay. Uh, we have how many lock here? Okay, Paul, go ahead. Paul, please go ahead. Yeah, you can unmute your. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, computer, I can say, is an electronic device.
Okay.
I can say it helps us to queue in data, store it, retrieve it, and then give it out when it is needed.
Wow. This is wonderful. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So now, if I ask, do we now understand what a computer is all about?
But hello,
Do you
sir.
understand that? Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Hello, sir. But is it necessary
Yes,
to
I can hear
be?
you.
Is it necessary to be an electronic? I think it's not
Yeah.
all
Okay.
computer that is
Okay.
electronic now.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
it
Wait.
necessary
Let me
to be
answer
an
that.
electronic? Okay, sir.
Yes. Let me answer that. What electronics is all about? Electronics device, right? Thank you for that
Okay.
question. Now, let's know what electronics device is all about. Now, an electronic device is a device that operates, listen, using electronic circuit. You understand? Using electronic circuit. You know about what circuit is all about? A circuit is a little board that's being connected with some capacitors, and you know what electronics is now? Your radio has a circuit, your television has a circuit. So all these things are electronics. Your mobile phone has a board, a circuit, right? So all these things, your watch, anything, all these ones are called, but they are circuit, right? They are circuit and they are components. They are component in a circuit. So that's why they are called electronics. You hear
Okay,
me?
sir.
So these devices utilizes electricity energy, electrical energy, let's call it that way. Because it's electronics, it uses electrical energy, right? To perform various functions such as processing, take note, processing, processing information, controlling processes, right? Or providing entertainment. That's why they are called electronics. Your radio provides entertainment, your television provides entertainment, your smartwatch, just name them. Do you understand? That's why they are called electronics. Okay. Now,
Okay.
does that answer your question?
What about the wristwatch now? Is it not part of the
Oh, they are electronics. All of them. That's why I call
Okay.
wearable device. Those are the wristwatch. Your wristwatch,
I
your
can
wristband.
understand now. Thank you, sir.
Oh, okay.
Thank you,
Great.
sir.
Thank you. Any other question? Any other question? Question. Now you know what the electronics is all about, right? It has a circuit that has components. Now, for those of us, for those of us that are into technical, like repairs, all those engineers that repairs phones and computers and radios. So this circuit or this has components like transistors, right? Transistors, what do they call? Resistors, capacitors, right? And all these things are being integrated inside the circuit, right? Which work together to manipulate electrical signals and perform specific tasks. That's why they are called electronics device. Whatever that has or houses capacitor, transistors, resistors, all those small components inside the board, right? That's why they are called electrical or electronic device, okay? I just really want you to understand this perfectly well. Now, example of them, we have the computer. And we have the smartphones, the laptop, the tablets, digital camera, MP3 players, wristwatches, just name all of them, radio, televisions, all. Okay, please just get this. Even if it's solely this one you got today, I want you to just understand what is all about. Any other question? Any other question? All right, I have something on the chat. Okay, a computer is an electronic device that can do anything provided you ask it to do so. God bless you. Thank you. So that is it. That's just it. You have to, whatever you garbage in, it gives you out, right? That's why there's a say, recently they developed some artificial intelligence, right? Like the ChatGPT and all the rest. So whatever you input, whatever prompt or question you ask, that's how it tells us the response he gives to you. Okay. If you ask a good question, you receive a good response. You ask a bad question or a bad prompt, receive a bad response. So this is how these things works. Computer is not a human being. We are in charge. We control them. Okay. If you don't, now for example, on your laptop, when you're done with the class today, you shut it down and keep it, right? Does this on itself? It cannot on itself until you pick it up and power it on again. Then you use it. So if you don't use it, it's just dormant, can't do anything. So that is how it is. We are in charge. We human, we are in charge. We control all these things. All right. Any question before we continue? Where do you not understand? So we can put head together and explain again. I believe everyone now has understand what computer is all about, what electronics device is all about, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Mr.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. So let's begin. Okay. Now, hardware versus software. Hardware versus software, right? Now, what is an hardware? What is a software? So this is all about it. Now, in a layman language, and hardware, just use English. Hard, you know what is hard now? Hard, whatever that is hard, right? Anything you can touch, anything your hands can touch, like your laptop, your phone, you can touch it. That is an hardware, right? Even these capacitors, the circuit inside, the board inside, you can touch it. The carcass, the pan, the carcass that covered the board component inside the either computer or a phone or a wristwatch, whatever it is. That board, you can as well touch it. So that is an hardware as well. The computer, whatever you can touch, the mouse, the keyboard, all those ones are hardwares, okay? Now, the software component is anything you cannot touch, right? Like the way I'm looking at, you are looking at your computer now. the screen you are looking, the inside, what you're seeing inside, that is what you cannot touch. That is software. So let's go further on it. Now, before we talk about these different types of computers, so let's talk about two things, which is the hardware and the software. As I explained before now, hardware is any part of your computer that has a physical structure, the one you can touch, like your keyboard, your mouse, your motherboard, right? All those things you can touch, right? So they also said there is also include the internal part, which is your motherboard, your RAM, right? Your hard disk, your CMOS battery in a laptop. So all your battery, as in your big battery, all those ones are the internal part, the structures inside, the capacitors, the processor, the fan, the BIOS, all those things inside. As long as when you open your laptop or your computer, you see all those things, you can touch them, right? So all those ones are called hardware, right? Now the software and operating system, what is it all about? As you can see, you see all these things. I just screenshot my own desktop. You can see all these applications you're seeing, right? You see all these applications. These are software's applications you are seeing. My hand cannot touch them. And I can only see them, right? Then make use of them by using my hardware, the mouse, navigating whichever one I want to use. I'll just navigate to it and double click on it. Then to open, I will start using them. So the software now refers to the program and operating system that runs on a computer. There are two types, the operating system and the software application, right? Now, the operating system houses the software application. What does that mean? Like the Windows, the Mac OS, the Linux, right? These are operating systems. Now, without the operating system, you cannot install softwares, software applications, which are all these applications you're seeing. Are you seeing it? So you start with the operating system. Now, without the operating system itself, the hardware itself is dormant as well. It's useless. You cannot use it without the Windows operating system, without the Mac OS, without the Linux, whichever one you want to use. You see how these things work together, hand in hand. Okay, one cannot do without the other. They work together. The hardware cannot operate itself without the operating system. Now, take this. If your system crashes, your Windows system, it happens. It crashes, right? And you don't know how to install a new operating system. For that few days, you've not taken it to a technician or a software engineer to help you install a new Windows. You will pack it, you will keep it because you cannot use it. You can't use it. It's useless for that time, right? And you want to send a mail, you want to type your document, you want to check your Facebook, you want to do so many, you want to be in class using your VS Code, right? Your code editors, you want to start programming, start writing code, building some beautiful web applications. But because of the Windows operating system not installed on the system, you can't do all those things. It's impossible until you install that Windows operating system. And when you install the Windows operating system, you cannot even use the system to do anything, only with the Windows operating system, until you install all these applications you're seeing, depending on what you want to do with them. You are the one typing documents, you install the Word document as you're seeing it here. If you're doing some spreadsheet, doing some Excel work, spreadsheet work, use the Excel document here. Are you seeing it? Now, for us that will be programming, coding, we'll be installing this VS Code you're seeing. So without this, the Windows operating system is useless. So that's just it. They are related. They are brothers. You see, one cannot do without the other. All right, any question before we continue? Any question, please? Do we understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What do you say, Darled?
Yes, it's clear.
All right, thank you
It's
very
clear.
much.
What did
Now,
you
the
ask us to
software,
download?
yeah, go ahead.
What did you ask us to download?
No,
What did
no,
you
no,
ask us to download?
I'm just explaining something. We will download things, you understand? But when we get to the main class by uh upper week, right? On Monday, I believe on Monday the main class will not this coming week. Oh, on Monday we'll be having this class again. Then Thursday, I believe, by the grace of God, we are ending this class. Then on Monday, FullStack we kickstart fully, right? So by then, the instructor will tell you what to download, what to download, okay? So for
So,
now, let's just focus.
Okay, sir.
Right.
so hello,
So now,
hello,
you
sir.
see, yeah, go ahead.
So, I want to ask that who are those that are developing this software and
You
this
now, that's why you are
hardware?
here.
Okay.
You are the one, that's why you are here. Now, you want to learn how to develop these, though these, there are different types of software, right? Now, what you want to develop now, why you are here, learning web application software, like the ones you're seeing on browser, like the Facebook, like the Twitter, like the Instagram, like the Gmail, you know all those applications, right? So those are the web application softwares. That's why you're here. You want to
Okay, thank you,
learn the
sir.
window application like these ones, can as well learn them, how to develop them, all these things you're seeing,
Okay, thank you, sir.
right? So
Thank you,
these
sir.
are all software, but they are different. While you are here, you want to learn how to develop the web-based application, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Like I
Yes, sir.
earlier explained, like the Facebook, like the Twitter, all those web-based applications. That's what you are learning to develop now, okay?
Clear.
All right, any other question? Any other question? Okay, you can see, this point now tells us that software tells the hardware what to do and how to do it. Are you seeing it? So that's why I said without the software, the hardware is nothing. Without the hardware, the software is nothing. Where will you even install all these things without the software, the hardware? You see? But when installed, the software now tells the hardware what to do and how to do it. For example, now, software includes the web-based application, as you can see, games and word processing. When you're playing game, when you initiate something, now, for example, now, I try to open any of this application. As I double click, the hardware knows what to do, right? As I double click, okay, the software now will communicate to the hardware, okay, there's a message that has been initiated. Please open this Word document. And all the components knows what to do, right? Automatically, you see instantly, within seconds, the Word document is open. You started typing what you want to type. So that is it. Now, let's get to application. Okay, go ahead, Simon.
Good evening, Mr. Howard.
Good evening.
So I just have a question, like a clarification. So
Okay.
we are talking about the hardware and the software. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to know if the hardware, it has like a pre-written software, like software architecture in terms of it understanding what is the software you're talking about wants it to do. Because I'm trying to understand that does it like have a program too that it has been wired on for it to be able to understand the software? So I don't know if
Yes,
if you
yes,
understand my
yes,
question.
yes, yes. No, this hardware has memory, right? It has memory. It has
All right.
processor. It has processor. It has memory. Now, the memory temporarily stores information. Temporary. That's why I also have hard disks, right? Now, the processor processes the information. For example, now, if I click on the Word document here,
Yes.
it goes to the processor, the hardware process, it processes it. The computer understands that using binaries, zeros and one, right? Zeros and one, binaries. It uses that because it does not understand human language, right? So it uses numbers 0 and 1. I don't really understand how these people create these things, I'm telling you. So it's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
used that to analyze whatever prompt. Okay, message. Yeah, prompt is message. when you study artificial intelligence (AI), right?
Yeah.
We call it prompt. Whatever message you input is a prompt. So whatever you do, if I double click on this Firefox now,
Yes.
it goes to the processor, it processes it, knows what you want instantly. You understand?
Yes.
So these things are already inbuilt in the hardware.
Okay.
So whatever request is received from the software. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is just it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other question? Any other question? Okay, now, go ahead, Paul.
Okay, please. Thank you, sir. I just want to ask a question. Is this statement correct? The
Come
statement
again.
says, I want to know if this statement is correct.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, that all hardwares can function without software, but all softwares cannot function without the hardware. So I just said the statement severally, so I really don't understand it very clearly. Can you please really so light on it?
I don't think all hardware can function with not all. Like for example, now your radio is just an hardware, right? Can you hear
Yeah, I can hear
me?
you.
Who is it
Yes, I
out?
can hear you.
Yeah, your radio functions. Did you install any software on your radio? But it functions, right? Because it
Yes, when
receives
you,
signals.
I think, yes, I think there is a signal that is already installed that helps this to function.
Thank you. But
Mm.
you're not seeing a software like now we are seeing a software on our computer that we are using, right?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I don't think so. That question, this thing, I don't think is correct. Because I believe all hardware function with a software already programmed inside the system. Okay.
All right, all right. Thank you.
Okay, please go ahead, locking.
In the case of drivers, maybe you have a newly formatted laptop and your Bluetooth is not working, but the hardware is already there, or the Bluetooth is not working. How would you explain that?
Okay, thank you very much. Now, when you install a new operating system, right? Or for example, you have been using it already, you have application installed on the system, and your Bluetooth is not working. Bluetooth, take note, is an hardware installed on the system, right? So you need, in fact, all the hardware components need drivers, software drivers to power them on, including your sound, your speaker, including your graphics card, including your this thing, Bluetooth, and so on and so forth. Even your mouse and your keyboard, they have software drivers that power them. Now, in that scenario, if you see your Bluetooth is not working, just go to the device manager on your system. First of all, check if that particular driver that controls the Bluetooth shooting you do, right? I'll walk us through on that as well. For sure, when we get to the Windows operating system and the different component, I will get to that point. I will show us all the drivers installed on the system. Okay. So what you do, you go to the device manager, where all the drivers that is controlling the hardware are installed. You check for the Bluetooth driver. If that driver is being installed on the system, that is the first troubleshooting. If it's not installed, then you install it. Either you run it directly online, or you have the driver, your driver pack. They call it driver pack, or there are different drivers. You install it and power it on. Okay. But if, hold on, sir. If it's installed on your system and it's not working, that means the hardware has issue. Okay. Either you replace it or you buy an external Bluetooth that you can be using it. Go ahead, lock it. Go ahead, lock it, please.
My original question was, without the driver, the hardware will not work. But I already have my solution, because if you format a new system and the display driver is not there, the screen will still work, whether the display driver is there or not. That was my
It will
question.
work,
But I
but
already
you
have
can't use it for
yes,
some program.
yes,
Are you hearing me?
yes, yes.
Some programs
I already
cannot
have
use.
my answer. No
Okay,
problem.
so
Thank you.
yeah, thank you. Because yes, if you install a new operating system and display driver, originally it won't be installed. You are the one to run it, right? And in that case, if you install it, and you didn't install the display drivers, some program will not run on your system without the display driver, which is the graphics card driver. Okay. Any other question, please? Okay, so you can see these applications they cut across different fields. Like we have applications for education, healthcare applications, business, science application, entertainment, and so on and so forth, right? So, okay, go ahead, Jones.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good evening. Sorry. Okay, go ahead. Hello, we can't hear you. Can anyone hear him?
His voice is
Hello,
not audible. We can't hear him.
please, sir, we can't hear you. Go ahead with your question, please. Right, let's continue. Any other question? Okay, now these applications, as I earlier explained, they are used to process data, right? Like the browsers here are used for internet browsing. The multimedia application like this VLC media player is used for multimedia entertainment, like playing videos and music, right? Now, like we have the Zoom for your visual communication. So they are like the Nitro Pro you have to edit PDF document and convert it to every other thing. The Google Drive, you know what that is all about, right? The printer for printing, Firefox for browsing, and so on and so forth. So these are applications that you need in your system for your various tasks, day-to-day tasks, right? So everything you do on your computer relies on the hardware and the software. Okay. All right. Any question, please? Let's contribution question. Let's make the class interactive. All right. Let's make it fun. I want you to understand it. All right, Jones, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. So computer and the RAM is running low, like is it from the software applications that is being installed on it, or
Please come again with your question.
I said you have a computer, right?
Yes.
And at some points in time, at some um certain time, you discover that the system is running like a kind of slow, a bit slow. Is the problem coming from the software application which is being installed on the computer, or it's I don't know where is it coming from, sir?
Okay, let me explain that. Now, if you observe your system is low, right? And for
Yes, sir.
instance, when you bought the system,
Yes, sir.
initially it's not slow. Initially your system is not slow, right? Now, there are many things that could cause a system to be slow. Number one, when your hard drive is getting filled up, okay, it dry slows your system because so many applications are in use. It's run down your system. And but two, when you have a low RAM, for instance, now there are different RAMs, 2 gig RAM, 4 gig RAM, 8 gig RAM, 16 gig RAM. No, RAM normally help the speed of a computer. Though not just RAM, even the processing speed help as well, but RAM helps a lot. Okay. So if you see in a situation whereby your system is running low, check your hard drive. If it's getting filled, you reduce it. Another thing is virus can as well cause that. Okay. You check
Okay,
your
sir.
system. Yeah, virus could cause that. Then you can as well increase your RAM. If you are running on 4 gig memory, increase to 8 gig.
Okay, sir.
It will help the system.
Okay.
All right.
So another one, sir. I'm coming.
Right.
There was a though this one is not part of the class, but it's part of the class. Might benefit some people.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
so the thing is, there was a time I was trying to install Linux on my laptop.
Linux, yeah.
Yes. So I wasn't able to install it. So someone said I should download VMware, like virtual something way. So when I
Okay.
downloaded it, I wasn't able to use it well. I like I wasn't able to use it well, sure. So I don't know what to do. So at the later end, I uninstalled it away from my system.
Look now take note. Linux is a different operating system on its own, right? Like the
Yes, sir.
Windows we are using now.
Yes, sir.
Linux is an operating system that has different types, like the Ubuntu, the Kali Linux, the
Yeah, Kali
CentOS.
Linux, Kali Linux, yeah.
Yeah. So they are different. They are of different types. So now you have an operating system like the Windows you are using, and you don't have enough space on your hard drive. Even if you download the Visual Boss, right? The firmware, the VM, but the VMware is an operating system also, a visual operating system that houses every other operating system. If you don't want to format your system and run the Kali Linux separately as a full standalone software application, whereby
Okay.
as we just on our system or operating system, we just log into our Windows. So if you on your operating system, it just takes you to the Linux environment. That is the only Windows you have on your system. But in a case whereby you don't want to format your system, right? And you want to
Okay.
install the VMware and let the VMware house this Linux on it, you need a space. Number one, you need a space on your hard drive. Number two, you need your RAM to be increased to either 8 gig or 16 gig, right? And there's something you need to also on in your BIOS. It's called visualization. Something visual. It's on your BIOS. So without you running that, you cannot run that Linux perfectly on that system.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So that is it. Any
Okay.
other question?
Yeah, I want to ask, there's this something they call kernel version in operating system. I don't know if you can help us shed more light on it. The kernel version.
kernel.
Actually, I learned it when I was in 200 level, but I couldn't get it. Wasn't really explained in the handouts when I was in 200 level, so I didn't bother to go back to it again. So I don't know if you can shed more light for us, sir.
Okay, now the kernel version, right,
Yes, sir.
refers. Okay, I want to just put it in a way that you guys can understand it. It refers to the core component of an operating system. The core, the most important component, right,
Okay.
of an operating system is known as a kernel, right?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Along with this specific version number, it has a number, version number. The kernel is responsible for managing hardware resources.
Okay.
You get
Okay.
that? It's responsible for managing all the hardware resources, providing essential services to
Okay,
other
sir.
parts of the,
Computer.
right? So like
Okay.
it will okay, let's say aid or facilitate communication effectively between the software and the hardware component.
Okay, sir.
So that is just it, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay,
All
sir.
right.
Yes.
Any other question?
No, sir. Not for now.
Okay. Any other? Okay, let's check the
Yeah.
chat. Yeah, go ahead.
So my question is the kernel, like he said, is it distinct from like do you have a distinction from different operating system, or we have the same
Yes,
kernel?
yes, yes. In different operating systems, there are different numbers, as I said.
Oh,
Like in
okay.
the Linux, for
Yeah.
Linux, it has a number, right? Like
Okay.
uh a number, then AMD something something 64 or 84, 86. AMD, that's for Linux, right? Even
Okay.
for Windows, Windows has this one too, so it's distinct, right? From the
Okay.
different operating systems.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Any
you.
other person? Any other question? Guys, please ask question. Oh, I want you guys to know these things, right? So when you're navigating on your system, in fact, you are the boss. You know what you're doing. You know, don't worry. You see these things, you will know everything. Or let me not say everything because we can't know everything, right? So you know most of the things on operating system and this computer itself, right? So you will based on this, you become a mini hardware or software engineer. Ah, so it just is beautiful. Any question, please?
Good evening.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. There was a time that I need to load VMware on my laptop.
Okay.
So I now loaded that VMware. Then I ran what I want to do. But whenever I want to switch back to Windows, the system is asking me for BIOS security code. So now I asked the person that sold the computer to me. He said they usually don't give it out. Why are they not giving it out? Then why did you reverse me back to BIOS code when I want to reverse back to Windows?
Okay, let me answer
I don't
that
know if
question. Remember, I made mention of something, right? A computer without you doing anything is just useless. It's just dormant. You don't on your computer, it remains on, right? If you don't have any password, it remains that way. So if you see a BIOS password on a system, know that the previous owner included that before they sold to you, right? So that brings us to whenever you want to buy a system, especially this fairly used laptop, make sure they get to the BIOS. No, because the BIOS is very, very important. When you want to install an operating system, you initiate it from the BIOS, okay? Like for instance, now you want to install a Windows operating system on an HP or a Dell system. When you on the system initially, you tap on the function key, the F key, F9 key, to boot to either the flash drive or the CD-ROM. You want the window is the CD-ROM or the flash drive that is housing the operating system you want to install on your system. So on a system where there is a BIOS password, before you get to that point, it will require you to input that BIOS password. Okay, so the previous owner of the system, I know that system is you didn't buy it new, right? Hello, the person that asked
Yes,
the
I think that
question,
is new. Yes,
the
yes.
new
It's
one you bought from the
fairly used.
carton is fairly used, right? So that is the
Yes,
issue.
yes.
You cannot buy a new system and has a BIOS password. So the previous owner imputed that password. So what you do whenever you're buying a fairly used laptop, make sure the person goes to the BIOS, right? Now, in some system, to get to the BIOS, when you find your system, press F10, takes you to BIOS, like the HPs and all the rest. For other system like Lenovo, Asus, their own is like F2 or escape button, right? But the Dell and the HP, some of the Dell is F10, takes you to the BIOS. So when you enter the BIOS where you see other component settings that controls the main system. Yeah, go ahead, Lucky.
I think we should look at the comment section. There's a question there.
Okay, question.
It's just that some newbies are complaining that they are left. So I guess
Okay,
if we can have, maybe they can drop this video question in the group chat.
we can hear you, sir.
People are complaining that they are not understanding the questions, those newbies. So I don't know if we can ask them their own question. Maybe we can do the bigger ones later in the group chat. I don't know. Just
Okay, please.
look at the comment section. Just look at the comment section, please.
Okay, please. If you don't understand any question, please you can as well put it. You can just ask your question, please. That's why we're here. Please. And just ask your question.
Mr.
Hello.
Howard.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, it's not a question. I just want to say something about the comments in the group chat. So it seems that they are saying that we should try as much as possible to be
Okay.
progressive now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Please, I'm sorry, I've seen that.
yeah.
Okay, let's
Thank you.
continue. Please. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's continue. So now at least for now, we've known what hardware and so. Go ahead, Jones.
Yeah, so I want to ask a question. So I want to ask that in a system unit, like in a standard system unit, what are the number of CPUs in it?
Number of what? Bits.
No, like CPU. You know, there are some system unit that they say they have quad core, they have two CPUs, four
Okay. In this,
CPUs. Like
in the sake of
yes.
we said earlier, the newbies, right? So this question will come further in the class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Let us not confuse them anymore, please.
Okay, sir.
All right. The second person. Yeah, Emmanuel, go ahead. Please, can you unmute yourself? Hello, Emmanuel, can you? Yes, go ahead. Okay, it's like we can't hear Emmanuel. Let's continue, please. All right, so now what are the different types of computer? What are the different types of computer? Now, as you see on the board, when most people hear the word computer, they think of a personal computer such as a desktop or a laptop. However, computers comes in so many different shapes and sizes, right? And they perform many different functions in our daily lives. So when you withdraw your cash from an ATM, scan your glossary like the scanner. When you buy something in a big supermarket, it takes it to the point of sale, they scan it, right? So use your calculator. Use your calculator. So by doing that, you are using different type of computer, even unknown to you. It's not limited to just a desktop or a laptop, right? So there are so many different type of computer. So what are the different types of computer? So number one, we have the desktop computer. So many people use desktop computer, many at work, home, school. Now, in fact, from the beginning, before the laptop computer comes to play, it's desktop everybody is using. At least I came to see one desktop that looks like how will I describe that? It's very big, has hunchback. This I see. In fact, I even use that kind of computer. It's not mine. I use it in a cyber cafe then. So you see, that is a desktop before we started seeing laptop. That time it's only big men that had laptop. And the kind of laptop they have, even today, they use it as dash me. I will stone you back. I won't take it. That kind of big, very heavy. I know IBM and Lenovo think they have that kind of laptop. Even there is Asus, very big type of laptop. So those are the first laptop, and they are very expensive. Then now we are having some sleek and slim laptop. Even if you just put it inside your purse, nobody will know that you carry the laptop, right? So this a desktop computer are designed to be placed on a desk. That's why it's called desktop, right? They are designed to be placed on a desk. So they are made up of a few different parts like the mouse, the computer case, the CPU, the monitor, the keyboard, and so on and so forth. As you can see on the picture, you are seeing one on the table, seeing a monitor, you're seeing a mouse, this is a mouse, this is a keyboard, and this is CPU under the table. Are you seeing it? It's under the table. So this is a complete set of a desktop computer. So let's begin. Then we have a laptop. A laptop. So this is the second type of a computer. So we all are familiar because right now as I'm speaking, you have your laptop with you. So these ones are powered with battery. The desktop is not, it's just direct connection. If NEPA take light, it goes off, right? Unless you are using UPS to power it. But the laptop has an inbuilt battery that lasts for 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and so on and so forth. So they are more portable than desktop, allowing you to use them almost anywhere you go. Takes them anywhere you go and place them on your lap, use them, whatever you want. At least you have it with you there, right? You are the one using it. Okay, let's continue. Then we have the tablet computer. I believe all of us, we know tablet, right? It's a type of computer, a tablet computer. Now, the tablet computer or tablets are handheld, as you can see. computers that are even more portable than laptop. So instead of a keyboard and a mouse, tablet uses touch, sensitive touch for typing and navigating. Example, the iPad and your Samsung tablet, your Asus tablet. There are so many. You remember NYC gives some persons once, no, not NYC, Empower. Empower give some of their members some tablets then, I remember. So this is how tablet looks. Any question? Any question, please?
No question, sir. No question.
No question, sir.
Okay.
No
All right,
question,
so
sir.
let's continue. Yeah, go ahead.
No question, sir.
Okay, so let's move forward. So the tablet is also a type of a computer. Now we have servers, right? Now, as it goes up, server is a kind of a sophisticated computer, right? That other computers communicate to. So now, a server is a computer that serves, as the name implies. These things are just English, right? Serves of information to other computers, right? So it houses information. So computer one, I need this information, goes to the server releases it, and it solves the problem of that computer one. Computer two, I need this information, goes to it. Okay, let's use the internet as an example, right? So whenever you need a piece of information, you go to Google, right? So when you type what you want on Google, Google has so many servers. So when you click send or enter, it goes to the server that houses that information you want. Get that information, bring it back to you, right? So that is how servers work. So whenever you use the internet, you are looking at something that stores on a server. So that is just it. Your Google is stored on a server. Your Facebook has a server. Your Instagram has a server. Your Twitter has a server. All has a server. The site you'll be building, right? The host, the people hosting, they have a server. Your domain name, you buy a domain name, right? So those people, for example, GoDaddy have a server that houses, you host your site on. Okay, so those ones are all server. Now, many businesses also have local server. For example, you go to an hotel, right? You go to an hotel or a supermarket or any kind of business. They have computers running. Like in an hotel, they have the front desk, they have the restaurant, they have the store, they have the admin. They have so many departments, right? Now this department has different computers. Now, these computers, they need to communicate to each other. So by doing that, they have a standalone server that controls all these computers. Now, the main information is inside the server, right? So if somebody like the front desk need to check in a guest, and they get to the enterprise system or the POS system. No, let's not call it POS. Let's call it an enterprise system, right? And they just click and search for something. It goes to that central server, which is on and powered with an internet. Though some of the servers, right, even if you don't need an internet, it works, but it still need the system to be connected either wirelessly or use cable to connect all of them together. This internet cable, so that they can communicate to each other with different IP address. Okay, so that is how server operates. So if you don't get anything, just get the Google aspect of it. You browse, you are on Google, you type something, you are asking Google a question. As you send, it goes to Google server, right, to pick that information you need. bring it back to you in a twinkle of an eye. You have it. All right. Any question here on server? Any question?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, my question is the component of this server, since it's a computer, is it similar or the same with the other computers we've talked about, like the tablet, the desktop, the laptop, and the rest of them?
It's a computer now,
I
right?
mean, the component, yeah, the component of those other computer, is it the same thing with this server? In terms of maybe the operating system, the RAM, the CPU and all that.
They are the same, right? They are the same. The computer has an the server has an operating system. Like all this server you're seeing, they control them in an operating system, right? But these are just specialized computer
Okay.
designed to provide services, right? Services, resources, data to other computer or client. They call them client. Those other computer, they call them client, right? We have the server, we have client computers. So now all this one operate within a network, as I said earlier, on one network. You understand?
Yeah.
So all of them must operate on one network. You cannot connect your server on, for instance, on an Airtel network, and the client computers are on an MTN network. How will they communicate to each other? Will that be possible? Can somebody answer? So the component of the server and the component of the client system, they are the same. They have processor, they have memory, right? They have hard disk storage. They have internet interface card, which is how you connect your internet. So they have other units, motherboard, just call a cooling system, fan. They have all those things, operating system, right?
Yeah.
So they have all those. So they are the same component, though these ones are more sophisticated. These ones has higher, these components are very high, right? For example, now you have a normal client computer of, let's say, 8 GB graphics card, for example, though, 8 GB. So that same component of this server will be like 64, 120 GB graphics card. Are you seeing it? Because this one does an heavy job. Other one, clean storage. Okay, go ahead. Olatoyi.
Thank you.
Olatayo. Okay, Olatayo. Go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. You said something, internet surface card. Can you please explain what that means?
Network interface card.
Yes, interface card, yes.
Okay, this card enables the server, right, to connect to a network. The card enables a server to connect to a network, allowing it to communicate with other devices or all the other client system, right? All the other system. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it enables the server to connect to a network, right? So that it can communicate to, okay, let's say the network where those other computers are connected to. So that is what that is all about. All right.
Okay, sir.
Any other question?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Please, I have a question, please.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, the network interface card, is it installed in the server, or in the other systems that uses the server? And then is the network interface card found in all systems? Thank you.
There's a network interface card found on all systems. Because without that card, your system cannot connect to a network.
Okay.
You
That is to say
understand?
that it is not
Yeah.
only found in the server, it is all in all systems.
No, all systems. Yes, all systems. But the server may have multiple ones.
Okay.
Right? the server may have multiple cards because, as I said, it's a sophisticated system. It's more higher than your laptop, your desktop, all those things. Okay,
All right.
that's why most people clone a server. You can't just go to the market and buy already, as in already made server. So you can clone it to your own preference, to what you want. Just buy all the components, then couple them together. You have a server. Okay.
Right.
Now, I have a,
So yeah.
I have a question, sir.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, please kindly could you please kindly shed light on client server and peer-to-peer server, how it works?
As I said earlier, please, those one is very, very sophisticated. Let's not confuse the newbies here, please. Okay. Let's just
All
stick
right,
with
sir.
this.
All right, sir.
All right. Thank you. Any other question, please? Any other question? Okay, so let's continue. Okay, other types of computer. Now, we have the smartphones. The smartphones, everybody has a smartphone, right? Everybody has a smartphone. So this smartphone, you can use it to do a lot. Many, in fact, a lot. Just think of what a computer can do. Just think of it. Just think of what a computer can do, right? So we can use a smartphone as well to do most of those things. But not all, right? Not all, because there are some softwares, computing software that you cannot install on a smartphone, like what we are about doing now. You cannot comfortably use your
All right, thank you everyone for making it. So we're going to end the class here for today. Your admin is going to communicate accordingly later on, and the recording will be provided as well. This is also live on YouTube, so you could watch that live on YouTube as well. That's to get a recap of what was taught. But thank you everyone. Do you have any go backs? All right. Good night, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Thank you,
Before we
Mr.
go,
Emmanuel. Good night.